So let us study further about inheritance. Inheritance, I'll give the definition. Inheritance is a process of acquiring the features of an existing class into a new class. I repeat, process of acquiring the features of an existing class into a new class. Already one class is there, we can borrow everything from that class. That is borrowing the features. What does it mean by features? If you take any class, already I have been telling you that a class will have properties, right? Properties and methods. Two things will be there. So acquiring the properties and methods of an existing class into a new class is inheritance. So for example, if there is a class called circle, then a class called cylinder. Circle class which is having only radius property, then a cylinder will also have height, radius and height. So we can say that cylinder can acquire all the features of a circle, plus it can have extra properties, that is height. So we can write a class cylinder inheriting from circle. Similarly, this rectangle will have length and breadth, and here it will have length, breadth and height. So that is cuboid, rectangle and cuboid. So we can have a class rectangle, and from that class a new class can be defined, that is acquiring the features of that existing class and defining itself as a new class, that is cuboid. So all the properties of rectangle are borrowed here plus extra, all the features plus extra, means all the properties and methods, everything borrowed from here, and then it will have extra. So I'll take this example of circle and cylinder and I'll show you how to write down the classes in inheritance in Java. Let us look at an example for inheritance in Java. I have taken a very simple example here. One class is circle class. This is circle, which will have radius. And there is another class that is cylinder, that will have a circular shape but also have height. So this will have radius as well as height. So when I am writing a class for cylinder, I don't have to write everything in this one. I can borrow the features of a circle, plus I can have a height. Circle will have a radius and cylinder will have radius and height. So I can take the class circle, to that if I give height, it becomes a cylinder. So you can say that cylinder is a extension of a circle. Yes, you can say that. So for that, I have two classes here. Let us look at them. I have a class called circle, which is having only one property, that is radius. Then this is a constructor, and I have two more methods, that is area and perimeter. I have not written property methods and a different type of constructors. I have written few methods here so that we can discuss the inheritance. Now this class is already there. So this is a parent class or super class, right? Parent class or super class. Then from that I will derive this one. So this is a specialized class. So this is specialization. And this class is a cylinder class, and which extends. This is the keyword used for inheritance in Java. Extends circle. So it means whatever is there inside the circle should be there inside cylinder. So cylinder is an extension of circle. Then what are the properties it is having? There is only one property it is having, that is height. And this is a constructor, and there is one method called volume. Like here there were area and perimeter, and I have volume here. So this is a subclass, a child class. So we can use different names here. See, I have a circle, and this is cylinder is inheriting from this one, right? So we show an arrow upwards that this is extending from this one, right? So this is a parent class, this is a child class. Okay, base class, derived class, super class, subclass. So super sub is the most commonly used term in Java, or even parent child also we can use. So super class and subclass. So this is inherited. Now next thing, I have a class here. Inside that main method is there. So inside main method I have created object of circle and cylinder. Now what these two will have, I will draw them here and show you. First object is C1, the reference is C1, and this is for circle. So here is an object of circle C1. What are the things it is having? A radius, circle, constructor, area and perimeter. These are the things it is having inside. Then next, I have another object that is C2, that is reference C2, and it is cylinder. So I have created an object of this class. Then let us see what it is having. Stressing on the term having, this is important. So I'll show you. this class object we are creating. So what it is having? A radius that is coming from circle because it says it extends from circle. Then height, that is its own property. Then it is having circle constructor. Yes, when it says it extends, so everything from there comes into this one, right, is available here. So it's having that circle constructor also, and it's having cylinder constructor also, its own cylinder constructor. Then area, perimeter, these are there, and volume, this all. So it means everything from the circle is available here. So having means it's available, right? So it's available in the object. This is very important. It's available. Now next thing, upon this object, what are the things that I can call? I can call area and perimeter. Then upon this object, what are the methods I can call? I can call area, perimeter and volume. This is area and perimeter and volume. I can call all these methods. Yes, from here I can call this method area and perimeter. Constructors will be called automatically. So here also constructors will be called automatically. We don't call them explicitly. When we create the object, we say that this we are calling a constructor. So that constructor will be called automatically. Then after that, we can call these methods. So it means I can say C1 dot area. All right. I can say C2 dot area also. It's also having this one. Then I can say C2 dot volume also. Yes, I can use everything. So that's it. This is sufficient for understanding inheritance. Inheritance means a class is acquiring the features of an existing class. So cylinder is acquiring the features of a circle. Now I'll give you two terms here, right? Two terms here that will be useful further. See, when I have a class called cylinder which is extending from circle, so everything from the circle class will be available in cylinder class. Available, it will be available. And second term is whether everything is accessible or not. This is a different thing. Available, that is different. Accessible, it's another thing. So just imagine that your friend has given you some box, right? Box to you, and it is closed. And he said, just hold it for some time, I'll take it back from you. Now you are holding it. So it's available with you. But can you open it? No. He has not permitted you to open it. So you cannot open it. It's available but not accessible. So these two terms are important. I'll be using these terms for explaining various other concepts. So that's all about inheritance. And I will give you demonstration on this one next video. So I have taken just circle and cylinder here in this example. I'll take other examples also in the demonstration. So don't miss the demonstration. You may come across more examples there. Now the next video, I'll be discussing about the constructors. See, when I created an object of a cylinder, which constructor is called, right? Because it is inheriting from circle. So whether the constructor circle is also called or not, we will learn about this. So that's about constructors in the next video.